all of us as Americans should be troubled by these shootings, because these are not isolated incidents. Last year, African Americans were shot by police at more than twice the rate of whites. When people say Black Lives Matter, that doesn't mean blue lives don't matter. It just means all lives matter. This isn't a matter of us comparing the value of lives. This is recognizing that there is a particular burden that is being placed
his driver's license. Oh my God,
on a
please
group
don't
of our
tell me
fellow
he's dead.
citizens. And we should care about that.
Do you know what hegemony is? So do you know any of the current events involving police brutality due to racism in America?
All the deaths that have happened so far.
Can you guys think of one specific one that really surprised you or shocked you?
I feel like at this point now it's tough to say shocked. I would say the Alton Sterling incident. That one was like almost a big wake up call. Mm-hmm. I'd say that's basically been just in terms of reminding everyone what needs to be done.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a push, like a big push within the Black community and just within America.
What do you think is being done right now? Is there anything done to change it?
I'd say with what Black Lives Matter has been doing and has been pushing not only on social media but in terms of just
pushing communities too.
Yeah.
They've been pushing heavy on communities to bring people forward. The day after Alton Sterling was gunned down, there was a rally in the same plaza, like immediately the next evening, to bring everyone together to raise awareness about this.
What about the police officers that are coming out and giving apologies? Do you think that's doing anything?
I think they're cowards. Brutally, there's video footage of police officers in other places, UK namely specifically. They'll take down a guy who's wheeling a machete around. Yeah, they can take him down, no problem, no guns, no nothing. But yet, you give someone in America a badge and a gun and give them power, suddenly they have the right to shoot down anybody? No, that just shows how much of a coward you are and how much lack of training you really went through police training.
So would you say that racism ever disappeared or just took a different form?
A different form.
I wouldn't say it's disappeared. It's honestly, in the past, yes, it has been so obvious because that's the way that we've been taught it and say, okay, racism happened because there's a clear physical segregation back in the past. But now it's more, I feel like has gone more into a mental, like an emotional level where racism is just like the way people interact with each other, the way you think about other people who may be of a different skin color. And it's just, it becomes so part of our nature that we often don't realize that it's racism because we think it's normal. And it has become such a norm, and people would assume that racism is something physical. If they don't see that it's physically segregated, then they say, oh, there is no racism. But in reality, when you see the way, for example, the police officers are treating, for example, someone that they got called about a black person versus if they got called about a white person who's a shooter, there have been clear examples where you see the treatment is very different, the way they handle the situation.
Yeah. How do all these current events relate to the past events, such as like the LA riots? Do you think the riots are different nowadays than they were back then?
I think,
in terms of the police control.
I think they
and all
sort
that?
of learned that a massive riot like the LA riot didn't really help the situation. The Rodney King beating definitely was an unfortunate event that took place during the time when NWA was dominating the music industry, and they were definitely trying to bring awareness to the racial profiling and the racial injustice, not only from the music industry but from the city of Compton. But I can definitely say like the riots have definitely they're not so much as riots, they're more so peaceful protests and peaceful awakenings, as opposed to, you know, picking someone out of their truck and like beating them half to death.
Yeah.
Because you can't fight violence with violence, but there will be that one select group of people that can't take it anymore, that will push it. And when you have people like that that have such a large following, you get conclusions like you get conclusions like the LA riots. LA riots, any other major destruction to a city following a death of a black man or a black woman, the communities where these shootings have taken place, they've realized that, and they're trying to bring awareness in a more peaceful aspect, and are definitely trying to protest in a way that the police can't technically interfere and try to apprehend anyone else.
Which hasn't really stopped them either. I saw the videos gone around like millions of times. Was a young black woman speaking to the police up front about what's happening and what they need to do to fix it, but being arrested right after, which I saw nothing. Forcefully arrested.
It wasn't
scared. She's scared of her wits, just not knowing what she did wrong, other than speaking the truth and speaking for her people.
It's also interesting how they claim that all these people of the families, or even of the communities of these black men that have passed away, they claim them to be the bigger harm to the community and to the police. Meanwhile, they're showing up with signs in their voices. Their fists are clenched, but they're clenched to a sign to raise awareness. But yet you have officers showing up in heavy armored guns, riot gears, helmets, everything. They got like basically a GTA heist going on in their life. But I don't understand how they're still winning the conversation. How they're still going to say, oh yeah, these black men are at fault and we're just going to apprehend everyone here. When everyone here is just trying to peacefully protest. They're not trying to do any harm. They're trying to raise awareness. They're trying to stop these killings from happening. But yet, you have people showing up in riot gear. I really don't see how that solves anything.